What's popping, y'all? We can get this bitch rolling. No, come on, bro. What app is it installing? Let's see, come on. Let's see. All right. Just setting up real quick. Make sure the sound is cool. We good? That's a hell of a do. Just setting up real. I bet we good. We good? So you don't hear that feedback. Come on, how the fuck you do this shit? Oh, okay. Who gives better relationship advice, men or women? Let's go. All right, let's start this first video. Shipping out niggas like
What's up, people? It's your boy DuckMTB.
All right, we're gonna see who get better relationship advice.
As you can see, so today I'm out here in Manchester, Piccadilly, at Handel.
All right, nigga.
Asking random people.
Start interviewing people.
Man, who's going?
Oh.
And
Hester. Jess.
and
Jess.
Oh, they got the same name.
Both got Jess.
oh, wait,
Nora.
so wait.
Sarita.
This nigga need a better
Ray.
mic.
It's your boy Weezy, and I'm here with.
Ayan.
I'm here with.
Jess.
I'm here with.
Kathy.
Oh, wait.
Jenny.
And
Lisa.
oh,
Nikisha.
oh, I'm here with.
Just a girl breathe. Let a girl do a
Fucking
thing.
introducing everybody's name.
Be supportive. Don't cheat.
Wait. What did he say?
Girl do a thing. Don't be too neat.
Relationship advice. Blah. Oh, you're from Nigeria. Oh, so the question is, if you were to give men relationship advice, what would it be? Aside from you.
Don't be too needy.
Oh, that's a
Let
good
the girl
tip.
breathe. Let the girl do a thing.
Some good advice.
Be
'Cause
supportive.
don't nobody like no needy person.
Don't cheat. Don't be a scumbag. Yeah, pretty much.
I appreciate. What about you?
I don't know. Everything she said.
Cop out.
What would it be?
I think the main one is be yourself and focus on the 3 F's. So family,
Don't no female want you to be yourself. See, there you go. Here you go lying. Don't no female really want you to be, especially when y'all first start dating. Don't no female want the real you. They want you to lie to them a little bit. They want you to lie to them a little bit, sell them a little dream. You can't just come off, hi, I'm Bob. I'm Bob the Builder. Nah, they gonna be like, get the fuck out of here, Bob the Builder. Walk up to a girl and say, hi, my name is Bob. Or go up to her and say, hi, my name is, I don't know, female want the real you. She want a little pizzazz. She want a little excitement. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta give her the real you. You can't just give her the real you right off the back. They say they want that shit, but they don't really want that shit right off the back.
Faith and finances. If you're compatible in that sense, then it will work.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, so I feel like the guys should become friends with them first.
Oh, she trying to keep a nigga in the friend
The
zone.
friendship goes, and if it works out,
She trying to keep a nigga in the friend zone on the under.
So you have like any other suggestion that guys can do as well?
yeah, I feel like you should know the pros and cons.
Right. Well, do you think that if a
That's-
guy, gets a
That's
girl,
how females get away with not giving you no pussy. They try to put you in the friend zone real quick. Oh, I'm gonna put this nigga in the friend zone. We gonna be friends first, and then while she fucking another nigga, don't fall for that. Don't fall for that friend zone shit. Don't fall for that.
like probably 2 days, 3 days, or even a week? Do you think like they should just like kick it off? What do you think?
Yeah, you should go.
You think so? Right. So can I do the same way you did?
Stop fucking up. Sorry, am I allowed to swear? Okay, cool. Yeah.
Niggas ain't the only one that fuck up. Females fuck up too.
Yeah? And listen, guys, stop replying to the most irrelevant part of the text message. Seriously.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. Just tell niggas to stop. The females do that all day. They respond to the most littlest shit. The littlest shit to piss them off. The most. So that's what females do. Respond to the most irrelevant part of the message. And they want to bring up inanimate facts that don't got nothing to do with what's going on.
I would tell guys to be more attentive, like listen to your girls when they speak to you, take them seriously, like don't just think that they're always nagging. Like when someone's like bringing up an issue to you, it's because they actually feel a type of way about it. So you learn to listen and adjust accordingly.
Okay.
So, like, is that all?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, thank you. What about you?
I would say they should realize that they're gonna get older, and it gets a bit old after a while. And by that time you realize you messed up with a good woman, left a good woman behind, and now you're just a mess. So I would advise stop messing about. Yeah, and get one woman. Invest in one woman. You said because you have one woman, she could become any.
I mean, you can say that, but sometimes nigga got to get the fucking out. They gotta fuck a few times, get the little fucking out, and then nigga settle down. Cause you don't want a nigga to go into a relationship with a girl you really like and not be ready to settle down like they saying. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, get y'all fucking out, then go settle down.
kind of woman you want her to be. You understand? But you have to invest in her, invest in the time, stop wasting your time. Because every time you mess with another woman, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. And it's quite foolish. So
is that all?
Oh, she just want to be the only one. That's why.
You guys need to be careful with the way you treat your women.
You really treat your women.
Advice, what would it be?
Well, give your woman attention, love, affection, be committed, and be loyal. Loyal, please. And be a man.
What? What did that mean?
Yeah, I think, if you're a man, you should know what to do, actually. If you're a kid, obviously not.
I like the energy. So, would it be?
I think the main one is be yourself and focus on the 3 Fs. So family, faith, and finances. If you're compatible in that sense, then it will work.
Think before you speak.
I wish they would have switched it around
Be honest.
and asked them the
Always
opposite.
honest. If you're not feeling it, then tell them. Don't cheat. Tell them. And that's it.
All right, thank you. What about you?
Be honest. Most definitely. That's a good one. Don't lead them on, because they will always find out in the end. They'll always know if you're lying, they'll find out. Even if they pretend they don't know.
Don't underestimate women. Always, yeah.
You need to respect women and their decisions, and you need to talk to
What
them
decisions?
to be more caring.
I wish you'd elaborate on that more.
Ask your girl if she's okay, if she has eaten today, and what she's doing, and stuff like that.
Is that all?
Yeah. I don't know, like, for example, to give her some small presents. Like, it doesn't have to be material, but, like, her favorite flower or...
I really wish
like,
they
I
would
don't
have
know,
flipped the
maybe a
question
card.
around and asked them the other way.
What about you?
I would say the same. Also, don't cheat. Be loyal, stay loyal. Always asking if she's okay and things like that.
Would it be?
My advice would be always make the effort. Don't just leave it up to the other person because that's off-putting, I think.
Should I go both ways?
Don't be a cunt.
Don't be a what?
And just, you know, not grow together because you want to be your own person, but like grow so you can learn different things about each of you and all that. So yeah.
Stay loyal in it.
Alright.
That's it.
Alright, that's the end of that video.
Finish, you just want the wrong go. No, now press that red button to subscribe. Yes, that red button. Press and
What's that red button
now
to
press that bell. That school bell.
subscribe?
to
Press
get
the
our
red button.
notification. Now you feel the go.
Now the video is good. We're not gonna push the red button.
A lawyer.
Alright, nigga, shut your ass up. You pushing that red button? Alright, let's see. Alright, the next video. Let's see what this one talking about.
Don't advertise on Google Ads or Facebook before blocking click fraud with Clixies. Not a fun fact.
Woo! Some of y'all women gonna get mad at me today, so if you can't take constructive criticism, baby, keep on scrolling.
Oh shit.
Many of you women are not really what you think you're cracked up to be. Like, some of y'all are really not great people to be in relationships with. Y'all know I work with couples every single day, and I'm gonna go ahead and make a list of everything.
Females be thinking they shit don't stink. Like, oh, I'm the greatest. I am the table. Like, motherfucker ask a bitch what she bring to the table. Me? I'm the table. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here. Like, everybody can't be the table.
That I have to work through. First things first.
Some of you hoes gotta be cheers.
Trying to make a man secure your insecurities. That's your job. If you lack confidence, if you have low self-esteem, if there's still trauma that you're operating in, if you're self-critical, if you're judgmental when it comes to yourself, if you blame yourself, if you're still operating in guilt and trauma and everything else, baby, that's for you to handle, not him. Respect his space. Like, stop becoming so preoccupied and hyper aware of what a man has going on. As soon as you see his mood is off a little bit, you start becoming overwhelming. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Let me tell you how men are. A lot of men, when they are going through stuff, they may end up withdrawing or retreating because they're trying to figure it out. They're not always upset at you. Their moods are not changing just because of you. People go through things in a way that men are. They don't express themselves as much as we do as women. It's okay. Give that man some space.
Females don't just be expressing themselves. Females be getting mad and they won't even tell you why they're mad. Motherfucker just be mad. Be like, why you mad? I'm not mad. Why you mad? I'm not mad. You look mad right now. I'm not mad. No, you motherfuckers be mad and don't want to say it.
Oh yeah, the clinginess. Clinginess is cute to an extent, baby, but once you become codependent and you're always getting jealous whenever this person goes out and you become anxious whenever they're not around you, you start blowing up their phones when they gonna hang out with their friends, that is problematic and you're gonna push them away. As much as many of you all don't want to believe it, it's absolutely okay for a man to admire another woman. As long as it is a quick look, boom, and he's not staring and he doesn't have a horny eye and he's not...
Motherfuckers be acting like niggas can't take a quick look. Like, nah, nigga, take your look. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep it pushing.
If he's not a cheater, if he's all of those, baby, why are you with him in the first place?
Because niggas gonna look regardless. Like, that's it. Niggas gonna look. I mean, it be harmless, but niggas is gonna look. Like, they look good. Niggas finna be like, oh, okay, they look cool.
As you're settling. As long as that man is not window shopping or ordering off of the menu, relax. He has a visual
window
appetite.
shopping
If
be
he
looking?
sees a beautiful woman, it's okay to admire. Just like if you see a handsome man, you're going to admire him too. Relax. Stop letting yourself go. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean that you need to stop doing everything that you did
Exactly.
in the beginning. You always kept your skin together, your nails
exactly.
together, your lashes together, your hair done, your body was waxed
Keep
up.
that shit right. Keep that shit tight.
Same energy. Hold your end of the relationship. Remember, visual. A man still has a visual appetite and he loves what he sees, baby, because you're gonna stimulate a whole lot more in him. Don't let yourself go because you secured the relationship.
Because the nigga gonna dip.
Believe it, you're not always right. As much as you want to always be in control, you have to let some things go, baby. You cannot love a man the way you want to love him. If you study him, if you
that's crazy.
If you actually listen, I guarantee you, he would tell you how to.
A lot of females want you to love them the way they love you, and a lot of men just don't love the way females love. Like most men,
You cannot limit the way you love him to a love language. That's why I hate the conversation of love language. You can ask a man, what's your favorite love language? And he can say, oh, acts of service. And you think that's all you have to do to love him? No, baby, you got to study your man. Stop nagging him all the time. It's perfect. Okay, quit always expressing your dissatisfactions. If you see he's putting in efforts in other places, please uplift those efforts.
Females do shit where they want to just say all the fucked up shit you do and don't ever want to like, oh, I appreciate this and I appreciate that, but want you to appreciate every little thing they do, like they fucking the best thing since sliced bread.
Acknowledge him. Show that you appreciate that. If it's something like a pet peeve, baby, compromise. I know a lot of women have a hard time compromising. Baby, you gotta find a middle ground. Sometimes it's just.
Hello? Yo. Nah, but let me call you back. I'm on live on Instagram and on YouTube. All right, bet. We still good? All right, bet.
Does not work, you bringing up a dissatisfaction. A lot of you all just be nagging. You're pushing that man away. It's okay. He's not always going to fit your idea. He's not always going to satisfy.
The fuck wrong with the live? My shit tripping. How my shit doing that? It's still doing that? Why is it? All right, we back. All right, we good now.
You in every area, baby. I promise you, every trait that you may have on your beautiful checkoff list, he may not measure up to every single one of them.
Yeah,
that's why you have to.
Motherfuckers be wanting niggas to be perfect.
You can't read minds and you can't predict the future. So stop trying to interpret things and stop trying to jump.
She giving some gems. I ain't gonna lie, she giving some gems right now.
It's okay, but why do you have to be so independent that you're unreceptive? Men love to
exactly. Females be so they want to be so fucking independent. Like they're the only person. Like they want to be so independent. Like the relationship is just them. Like go be fucking super independent over there. You ain't gotta be fucking super independent. That it just seemed like it just the relationship is only you and motherfucker to do nothing to do or nothing to do. Gotta feel about matter.
If you're so independent that you won't even allow him to help, what is he there for? Stop involving.
Yeah, I got the groceries. No, watch out, move. I got it.
Have no place to be in your relationship, so stop involving them. Their opinions do not matter. Their advice
motherfucker be telling their
friends.
Motherfucker be telling their friends everything. Then when a nigga come around, motherfucker look at that nigga crazy like, yeah, nigga, you did that. I'm like, what I do? Motherfucker don't even know. She just chopped you up left and right and just told her friends every little thing you done did.
That you were sleeping with. Relax. You think you're doing something when you're comparing your man to everybody else. You're comparing your man to your best friend's husband, yada, 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 and now he's pretending to be something that he's not. That's very uncomfortable for a man. Baby, constructive criticism and destructive criticism are real things. If you're always criticizing, you're going to push him away, and he's going to end up faking things, and that's going to make him unhappy, and then the intimacy is going to decline.
She dropping the gems.
Yeah, because you were comparing. Many of you ladies
she is dropping the gems right now.
I'm sorry to break it to you. If you're always operating in your comfort zone and you refuse to take risks and you lack intellectual intimacy, you don't go out there and try to learn new things, baby, you're not reaching new opportunities, you're always low in your confidence, you're not really inspiring this person. If this person is trying to grow, and you want to stay and you want to be on social media on your phone and everybody else's business, and you're not really doing anything,
motherfucker need to listen to her.
Baby, eventually he's going to grow without you. Pessimism. Stop being negative all the time.
She got the gems for you hoes.
Learn to listen. validate their experiences, don't interrupt. You know what? The list can go on. Just work on your communication, baby, okay? Now, I know some of y'all gonna get to the end of this video and be like, Look, if you want a healthier relationship, start taking criticism. Take each piece if it applies and let it apply. If it doesn't,
let it fly.
Going on about your business. But if you want a healthier relationship, if you're dating, if you're a girlfriend, if you're a wife, whatever it may be, you want a healthy relationship, baby, take the criticism as constructive. Take it as a learning tool. Use it and change.
She was keeping it a buck. She was dropping gems after gems after gems. And I like her because she wasn't just saying dumb shit. She was saying shit that actually meant some shit. All right, let's go to the next video.
Using CRM software shouldn't feel like a battle. Monday Sales CRM is not like any other CRM.
And now, more and more people are getting into toxic relationships. More and more people are trying to navigate this space with walls up. But I always say the same walls you have up to protect you are the same walls blocking your blessings.
Meant to protect yourself.
So I want to read this quote by Maya Angelou that says, "Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope." So what are we talking about today? I want to give you the best relationship advice ever.
All right, go ahead. Spit the facts.
This advice is going to change your life.
I'm going to be the judge of that.
Help you in your relationships and help you receive exactly what you're looking for. Now, real quick, of course, I want you to subscribe to the channel. Comment below, what's your best piece of relationship advice, all right? And be sure to share the video as well. Now, here's the reality. In love and relationships, we're all trying to figure this thing out. Well, I feel like I got it figured out, but that's a whole nother story. Anyways, listen.
So you think why you think women give better relationship advice? I mean, the last girl I just was watching a video of a girl. She was actually dropping some gems, but I think men give better relationship advice. But she was definitely dropping some gems. I was like, God damn.
And I'm trying to help you see more clearly how you need to better go about your relationships and how you can more effectively approach it. The reality is there's a lot of bad information being given out there. A lot of people are leading you on the wrong path. Some of it has been your own family members, your friends, or you're letting your own past negative experiences shape your perception of love and relationships. And now, more and more people are getting into toxic relationships. More and more people are trying to navigate this space with walls up. But I always say the same walls you have up to protect you.
You could say men aren't fully developed and mature, but that's a lot of women that's not fully developed and mature. It's a lot of women that get mad and can't express why they mad. Motherfucker be mad for 3 days and won't tell you. You be asking why you mad. You look mad. You're like, I'm not mad. Yes, you are. Motherfucker can't express why you mad. You can say that. I mean, but all women's communication skills aren't up to par like that. They can communicate, but that don't mean they got all of them got good communication skills. It's a difference between being able to communicate and having communication skills.
You are the same walls blocking your blessings. The reality is this: you cannot fully give love and receive love with walls up. You're hindering the flow of love in and out of you because you're holding on to fear. You're holding on to anxiety.
That might be from previous trauma. I mean, it might be.
Been through rather than resolving.
But don't bring your previous trauma over here. Like, why you bringing your previous trauma over here? Leave that shit over there. Or let's talk about your previous trauma. Let's talk about it so we can get past it. That way, if you get mad, I know why you mad. If you get mad, I can't fix why you mad if you're not going to tell me for 90 weeks. And I got to ask you 30,000 times why you mad. I'm not mad. Yes, you are. Why you trying to act like I'm... No, you mad. I can see it. You sound mad. You look mad. You motherfucker been walking around here with that stink-ass face all day.
And healing from it. That's not going to work. You've got to let it go. You've got to be
let it go.
Fully vulnerable if you want to receive love. So this brings me to what exactly is the best piece of relationship advice ever. And that's to love with all your heart and hold nothing back. Now, for some of you might be thinking,
ooh, I don't know about that one, my boy. I mean, that's how you get hurt. You can't just jump out there and fucking be head over heels in love with nobody. That's how you get hurt. You gotta let that shit build up. You gotta get that shit time. Feel me? You gotta get to know the person. Motherfucker, that's how motherfuckers be getting played and shit like that. Motherfucker be all clingy. Motherfucker be all head over heels. After the first month, be like, bro, calm down, bro. You don't even know her like that. You don't even know him like that. Like, build first to get to know the person.
and oh hell no, because last time I
and
tried,
then once you get to know the person, once you know the person cool, once you got a feel of the person, once you feel like that, because you'll never know whether they're gonna play you or not. But once you get a feel of if you think they're not gonna play you, then you can kind of go full in, motherfucker. Don't be. You could definitely be full in after you experience them and figured out all the shit they like, they don't like, and shit like that.
Like that, it got me hurt. Let me explain something to you. Loving with all your heart isn't what got you hurt. Dealing with the wrong person is what got you hurt. Trying to be in a relationship before you or them were truly ready is what got you hurt.
But what if you ready and they not? That's why you got to get to know them first to see if they actually ready. Because some motherfuckers think they ready, but they don't really be ready.
Love fully come out of you, that is not the hurtful part. But here's the reason why that has to happen, and it's the best piece of advice you could ever embrace. If you want to truly experience a relationship at its full potential, you've got to let it all out. You got to love with all your heart. And in doing that,
I think it'd be better if he said, motherfucker, learn the person and learn who they are. Then you can give the relationship your all.
Expose what that other person is really about. Follow me here. When you hold back, you validate them holding back. And now trying to determine and see where they really stand becomes a lot more clouded and becomes more difficult to read.
How?
And also, it becomes harder to read because you're trying to evaluate things through a broken lens. When you haven't healed, your vision is blurred.
Okay, I can kind of see what he mean, but still, sometimes you gotta take it slow.
You must create the love within you through healing. You must create the love within you through connecting to God, connecting to your spirit. When you fill yourself up with love, now you can see everything more clearly. And now you go into a relationship giving your all, holding nothing back, not taking tabs of what you did, because in giving everything, the other person has two options: step up to the plate or get the hell on. That's it. They cannot anymore validate their lack of effort. They can't validate their walls being up when you are letting it all flow out. So if you want to really see what.
But what happens when you let it put your heart on your sleeve and let it all hang out, and the other motherfucker just a bullshitter? Motherfuckers be bullshitting good. There's some good bullshitters out there for real. Nigga make it sound real good. Motherfucker tell you every little thing you want to hear, act how you want him to act, and motherfucker just be playing.
Them with all your heart. But here's the beautiful thing. If they show themselves to be on the same plane as you, to want to match your energy, match your effort, now you two will have the most amazing relationship because you're both giving your all to each other. And if they're not going to step up to the plate, you're going to expose them so fast that you won't waste months and years in dead-end relationships that only damage you further and keep you in a negative cycle. Stop holding back. Let it all out. Love with all your heart, and you will get to experience relationships at a whole new level. But that, not just relationships with other people, the greatest relationship with you and God. Because in that
nigga threw God in there out the blue.
Peace, find your happiness, shine your light so that you can receive the person who is truly best for you and no longer waste your time on people who are not.
I mean, that was some good advice, but I feel like that's more advice after you get to know the person. Like that's That's some good advice after you get to know the person, after you feel like, okay, I want to really get us a shot. Then you go into it with your all. Because if you're not, what's the point of being in a relationship if you're not going to go into it with your all? All right, the next video.
4 things people often mistake for love. 1, constantly obsessing over somebody and feeling incomplete when they're not around. 2, constantly sacrificing your needs for someone else. 3, that happy feeling you get when your unhealthy wounds and coping mechanisms are enabled by somebody.
Well, let me start over. I kind of zoned out.
To change your partner. 4 things people often mistake for love. 1, constantly obsessing over somebody and feeling incomplete when they're not around. 2, constantly sacrificing your needs for someone else. 3, that happy feeling you get when your unhealthy wounds and coping mechanisms are enabled by somebody. And 4, constantly trying to change your partner instead of loving them patiently as an imperfect person who's in their process.
Okay.
Let me know in the comments if you want a part 2 on what healthy love actually looks like.
I want to hear part 2. Let's go part 2. Hopefully part 2 next.
Things not to say to your wife after she gives birth to your little baby. Why are you still wearing your maternity clothes? She doesn't cry like that when I do it. So
I mean, but that could be joking. She don't cry when I do it. Like, I feel like that's some jokey shit. I mean, I ain't got kids, so I can't really say.
Are we still eating whatever we want, or?
If my boyfriend doesn't text me all day long, that's fine. Honestly, we both have complex lives that make communicating difficult. But all I ask is that you send little updates.
I couldn't tell if she was sarcastic or not at first.
And if you don't see the value in that, I don't want it.
Listen up. If you want to know what your relationship is made of and you don't want to become another divorce statistic, ask yourself, if all the other person could give you was their time, would you still give them yours?
You say to a man.
That's a good question. That's a good question, or a good thing to think about. If you gave another person all your time, would they be able to reciprocate that?
I feel so safe whenever I'm around you. Just saying that to a guy makes him feel like Superman. But more specifically, it makes him feel like
She could be lying though.
With you. Not everyone makes him feel that way. So if he feels
Motherfucker be
that
lying.
powerful with you, he's gonna be drawn to you. The second way to compliment a guy is to talk about his hidden traits. Let's say a guy is good at the guitar.
Oh.
He's probably been
So how she know if it's
complimented on
hidden?
that an awful lot. So when he goes and plays, everyone comes up to him and says, "Oh my God, you're so good, you're amazing at that." It loses its meaning after a while. So now when you compliment the guy on that thing, you're just like everybody else.
That's
But if
just
you
like
com-
when niggas walk up to every girl and call them beautiful. Like, nigga, she done heard that 1,000 times. Nigga, figure out something else to say, nigga. Fucking, nigga, first scope out what's going on, and then make your move. You got the grocery store, be like, hey, you ever had these before? Like, motherfucker, be clever instead of just saying, oh, how you doing, beautiful? Like, nigga, she heard that 90,000 times. She heard that 2 minutes ago, nigga. She heard that from the last nigga. She heard that from the last 10 niggas. She don't want to hear that shit no more. She knows she beautiful. How about you tell her something else?
Compliment the trait that made him good at the guitar in the first place, he will be much more sentimental about that. So if it's just the discipline to keep playing every single day, even when it was hard to get to that point, that's something he's more likely to have meaning for than just being good at the guitar.
Does everyone just want the next best
That was a
thing?
good-
You know,
that was some
everybody
good
gets
advice.
ghosted all the time and or is doing the ghosting, you know?
Yes, it's easier to reject people because we don't necessarily have to do it in person.
I mean, I don't know if that's easy for men to reject people, because men don't really get pursued like that often. I mean, it's easier for women to do it because they just reject niggas all day because niggas be coming on to them.
But even then, like, people talk about ghosting, like, oh, why is ghosting such a thing these days? When was ghosting not a thing? When was, like, we literally can watch movies from the 50s where the woman sees the guy and she's like, sees him in the street and she's
I
like,
think it's a more of a thing. I think because more women are getting ghosted. I think that's why. Oh, these niggas are ghosting me, because niggas got a few more options now. And niggas is playing the field. Niggas is playing the game. Back then, I mean, niggas always played the game, but niggas is really playing it now.
Like, why didn't you call?
Right.
That's ghosting.
I guess we just couldn't watch them on social media also living out their best lives on top of the fact they're getting ghosted, so it hurts more.
You could pretend to yourself they died.
I hope they died.
And are literally ghosting. That's where it started. You hoped that they died. You called them a ghost.
Right. They were a literal ghost.
Too many people mistake the binge and crash cycles of serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin, all of these brain chemicals that fire off in your brain in the first 6 months of a relationship or the honeymoon phase. It's the same as when you're taking drugs, what it releases, and you're mistaking that for falling in and out of love, but that's not what that is. And if you're looking for your relationship to keep your brain on a constant high, you're not looking for love, you're looking for addiction.
What?
Let's have a conversation y'all aren't ready to hear yet. There is a huge difference between saying I love you and I like you. A lot of people in relationships like to rush to say I love you and then get mad when their partner doesn't want to say it back.
Yeah, because the
And
nigga
what
still
they're not
like you.
realizing is me saying I like you can be way more flattering than me saying I love you. Because I can love you and not like
Sometimes a motherfucker love a motherfucker and definitely don't like that motherfucker. You could love a motherfucker and be like, damn, I love you, but I just want to get away from your ass.
You know how many family members you have that you love, but you don't like? Just because I love you doesn't mean I like to spend time with you. But if I say I like you, that means I actually like you and like spending time with you. So if anything, you should be more flattered that I'm actually telling you.
My nigga Patrice O'Neal used to say that he's like, you gotta like her more than you love her. Because once I love you. You start doing goofy
Instead
shit.
of just rushing to say I love you.
Oh, I love you.
Being able to say I love you to your partner takes time. We have to have gone through some things so that I know we have resilience in our relationship to last. So me saying I like you means we are on a good track to seeing if I actually love you. So with that being said, please stop being so pressed about saying I love you. Thank you for your time.
Why you flipping his hair like that?
All right, here's a weird psychological trick to help you get over that breakup.
And he flipped his hair,
Flowers are
man.
dead, all the chocolates have been eaten, and
Fuck.
it's time to get over that heartache from Valentine's Day. Well, so our brains are really unique because we only remember things that are associated with high emotion. Now, it could be good emotion, it could be negative emotion, doesn't really matter. It just will remember if we've had a lot of emotion associated with something. So relationships obviously generally have both. You know, you have good experiences that are high emotion.
You got bad
And then you
experiences.
have maybe negative experiences that are high emotion as well, so your brain tends to remember all these things. And getting over that can be very difficult. Now, here is a trick that you can use to help you get over that person very quickly, and that is to do something in a creative manner that's going to give you something that you want. So maybe you play music, maybe you write poetry.
So
maybe you
fill your
work,
time
maybe
up,
you're a
basically.
day trader. Doesn't matter what you do.
He just said fill your
Get
time
into
up,
work
basically.
and focus on something
Instead
that
of
you
just
want while you're working.
sitting at home all day and thinking about that person that you just broke up with or broke your heart.
For a long-lasting relationship? Why, yes, indeed. Not only have I been with my husband for 14 years, but we haven't had a fight in 5.
Huh?
So first of all, understand how to not turn little things into big fights.
Oh, okay.
You have to know how to manage your thoughts and your emotions, and also your impulse.
But sometimes the little shit in the relationships build up, and then motherfucker be that one thing you be like, this motherfucker just did that dumbass shit, and then that shit explodes. Sometimes you gotta talk about the little shit. Just, I mean, not argue about it, but just have a conversation about it real quick.
Comes to your head without really thinking about it first. Yeah, I used to have that one too. So in order to do that, you must start meditating because it's going to reduce your anxiety, stress, and fear. You know those emotions
You
that
should
you
meditate.
vomit on your partner whenever they get overwhelming? Deal with that shit, my love. Go to my YouTube channel, find my Let's Meditate playlist, and start plugging in with headphones. I got great tracks on there that are gonna help your brain. Next, understand gender differences so you don't get pissed off at normal stuff. Be sure you refix that shit so you know how to resolve conflict too.
I wish she was trying to promote her book. Oh my gosh.
All right, what healthy love actually
part 2.
looks like. 1, it looks like being happy and fulfilled within yourself and supporting your partner in the same, rather than expecting the other person to be the one who makes you happy. 2, it looks like seeing the other person for who they are right now in the moment, rather than comparing them to who you want them to be or an idea you have in your head. 3, it looks like creating a
I don't
safe
know
space
why
for
when
both
she
of you
started
to feel
talking,
and
I stopped. I gotta go back. I don't know why when she start talking, I just zoned. I like this bitch. I don't know. I think it's her voice. Niggas just zone out.
All right, what healthy love actually looks like. 1, it looks like being happy and fulfilled within yourself and supporting your partner in the same, rather than expecting the other person to be the one who makes you happy. 2, it looks like seeing.
I 100% agree with that, motherfucker. If you can't make yourself happy, how the fuck is the next person gonna make yourself happy? If you can't make yourself happy, how are you gonna make somebody else happy? Your happiness can't depend on somebody else making you happy, because at the end of the day, you the one we gotta live with yourself, and at the end of the day, you the one gotta be happy. So if you gonna depend on somebody else to make you happy, you might be waiting a lifetime and forever.
For who they are right now in the moment, rather than comparing them to who you want them to be or an idea you have in your head. 3, it looks like creating a safe space for both of you to heal and grow together, rather than trying to fix everything. 4, it looks like seeing conflict and.
That's some shit females do. Sometimes they be trying to build a nigga or fix everything about a nigga. Nah, sometimes just let that shit rock. Talk to a nigga about it. You ain't gotta fucking fix everything. Be the fucking homemaker of my fucking life.
Triggers as an opportunity to learn about the other person and practice patience, curiosity, and empathy. And 5, it looks like speaking your needs freely and listening when the other person speaks their needs. Love is about being seen and heard and seeing.
And you can't listen if you're always talking. If you're always talking, you ain't listening.
Come to think of it,
All right, next video.
Email that I've written over the last few months without the help of Grammarly. Grammarly is a digital writing assistant.
These are some tips I have for girls that you think would be obvious, but apparently they're not. Ladies, I'm not hating. I'm speaking from experience because I've done every one of these things, and it's not. Okay, so y'all gotta trust me. They know when we make private stories and just put them in it. Like, I don't know how they know, but they do. So we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing this. I've been saying this to the guys too.
What you mean, motherfucker? No, because you posting shit that only motherfucker we're supposed to know, or shit that just happened.
But ladies, we can't be talking about dudes we find attractive at all. Like, even to your guy best friend, do not talk about it. Every guy's told me that is the last thing they want to do.
Nigga, I want to hear about that shit all day.
Like, psychotically, because you think it's fun to be toxic and you think they're gonna be more into you because you're acting toxic. It doesn't work. Yeah, that's how you get blocked. 0 out of 10.
She been blocked before.
Pick up heavy things, but you know what they can't pick up? Hints. They cannot pick up hints for the life of them, okay? You need to just be direct. When it comes to dudes, do not be dropping hints left and right because they will not get them whatsoever.
Yeah, be direct with niggas, because niggas is simple. Just tell me what it is, and nigga gonna do it or not. If a nigga not gonna do it, then nigga just not gonna do it. And then if a nigga not gonna do it, now you can make the decision whether you want to stick around or keep going, instead of giving these silent hints. Like, bitch, what? Fucking speak.
It hurts. So just be direct and you'll get a response. Nothing pisses them off more than things like, I'm fine. I don't know. I don't care.
Exactly.
These are tips I have for you when it comes to pulling guys. Again, this is just what I've personally noticed. You don't have to listen to me if you do not want to, but it works. And boys, let me know what you think. You need to start shooting your shot without shame, okay? DM guys. Tell them you think they're cute, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Y'all need to understand how much
shoot
power
your shot.
If you just shoot your shot with a guy, you have like a 99% success rate. Like, guys love when girls shoot
your shot.
Or physical touch, okay? Most guys' love language is physical touch. So use that to your advantage, honey. Okay, obviously there's a line that we don't cross. I'm not trying to get y'all restraining orders, but hello.
Niggas don't care. Niggas don't care.
You'll love it. Start asking him questions about himself. Get him to talk about himself enough, and I promise you he will start getting an interest in you, okay? Because guys are usually the shooters, meaning they're the ones asking you about yourself, and they rarely get asked about themselves. So when you give them that opportunity to be vulnerable,
yeah, motherfucker gotta talk about your monkey ass all day.
Relationships. Like, if they're doing these, I'm convinced their relationship is hanging by a motherfucking thread. Disclaimer, this is just my opinion, so if you're like, oh my god, this is me and my boo, then don't take it too seriously. It's not that deep. I think we can all agree when they're always posting each other on the socials. Like, every week, it's like our 1 week anniversary, blah, blah, blah. On their birthday, that massive fucking paragraph being like...
Yeah, I be thinking that shit is for a facade. When y'all when motherfucker post each other back to back once a week, and like, nah, motherfucker, what is y'all got a relationship for yourself and to build, or is y'all relationship for social media?
You cheated on me a million times, but I still stuck around because I love you so much. Those are the toxic ones. I saw a tweet about this once, and it changed my entire mindset towards it. The more they call each other babe, the more fucked up their relationship is. And I've seen this in every couple that has used the word babe excessively. The ones that are like, babe, 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 are like borderline breaking up every week. Those couples that like borderline fuck in public all the time, like you'll be hanging out with them, and they're just like making out, fucking eating each other's necks, and you're just like, what is going on? There's some shit going on. I don't trust those motherfuckers. You're welcome to disagree with me, but I just gotta say it, okay? If a person likes you enough, nothing you do will be seen as weird or cringy or a turnoff to them. Here's some examples.
That's not true. That is not true. A motherfucker do some shit, you can be like, what the fuck you just do, nigga? That's weird, nigga. Niggas be doing some weird shit, motherfucker.
A person you like is constantly texting you all day, every day. You're gonna be like, oh my god, this is amazing. I love this. But if you don't like them enough, it's gonna come off as clingy and annoying. Someone you like is constantly making physical touch with you. It's like hot and like spicy, you know? But if you're not into them enough, then it's creepy. If the person
That's some female shit. Female let a nigga touch her. Female let a nigga say. Female let a nigga, the nigga she like. If she don't like your ass, nigga, don't do shit, nigga. Don't even look at her, nigga. But if she like you, nigga, you in there, nigga. You can practically do whatever.
When you like does a grand gesture, it's romantic and amazing and you love it. But if you don't like them enough, it's embarrassing and weird.
This is female shit though. Niggas don't be acting like that.
These are some things guys wish girls understood. Boys, feel free to let me know if I've made a mistake. They're so compliment deprived. Like they never get compliments. So if you compliment them, it will mean the absolute
Niggas do like compliments.
And they'll probably never forget it. So take this as your sign to compliment.
Give a nigga compliment, a nigga might start blushing. Give a nigga compliment, nigga just might start blushing.
I don't even know how this is possible, but apparently guys have the ability to think about nothing. Like they can just make their mind go
We
blank.
definitely can think about nothing.
Right? But they can do
But
it. So if you
I'm
ask
not
the guy
thinking
what
about
he's thinking
shit.
about and he says nothing, odds are he's telling the truth. When a guy's in a relationship, he needs constant reassurance that you still care about him because they have this fear inside them that tells them that she's losing interest, she doesn't like you anymore, whatever. They freak out. Ladies, this is how you know if a guy is flirting with you. Disclaimer, I'm mainly speaking from personal experience. This is just what I've seen and personally taken note of. So dudes, let me know if I've made a mistake. Laughing is the biggest tell that a guy is hitting on you, okay? Because listen, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not that funny. And suddenly, you become an award-winning fucking comedian because every sentence you say,
Fuck about your weak
you're,
ass
like,
jokes.
so if he's laughing, he's interested. An obvious one is him complimenting
Niggas
you.
don't give a fuck about them weak ass jokes that you telling.
A little contradictory here, but like teasing. Teasing is like a fucking weird ass love language.
Ah,
so
nigga.
I know they take
Niggas
it way
do
too
shit
far
like that.
sometimes, but if he's teasing you, it's usually a good thing. He's gonna try to impress you, okay? Like talking about his job or like cool things he owns, whatever it is. Sometimes
Yeah, because females like shit like that. Niggas ain't just doing it just to do it. They know females like shit like that.
Like, oh my god, I don't know how to flirt. Let me give you some tips on how to flirt with just your body language. Disclaimer, I'm not saying I'm the flirt motherfucking master because I'm not. This is what works for me. So take some notes and boys, let me know what you think. Eyes, baby, the power of your fucking eyes.
Eyes will get a nigga.
You know what you do?
Eyes will get a
Put your
nigga.
head down, look into their soul, stare into their soul. Do not break eye contact.
Eyes to get a female though. If you give her that real look, like just give her that look and just while you talking to her, look her dead in her fucking eyes. Look her, don't fucking blink. Don't look nowhere else. Keep fucking eye contact and look her dead in her eyes. Look that bitch in her soul. Watch how far that gets you. You look that bitch in her soul. Yeah. She gonna be licking you in your pants.
That is for the week, okay? Look into their soul and just bat your little eyelids while they talk. Power. We've mastered the art of the fake laugh, okay? Now it's time to use it for some good. So while he's telling you something, whatever it is, just like giggle a little bit. Throw in a little giggle, but not just any giggle. Throw a little physical touch in there too. So whether it's their arm, their chest, you be like, ah.
Oh, she touch you. She feeling you.
How much power that touch has.
Females just don't be touching niggas.
Over, walk over, tilt your head in a little little bit. I don't care. Show them you're intrigued by the conversation by moving a little closer. This is why talking stages and dating in general with this generation is so complicated. Because you need to be interested, but not too interested. You need to be flirty, but not too flirty. You need to be chill and be distant, but not
A weird ass
too
generation.
You need to hang out, but not too much. Like, everything you do is just a massive gray area. You can't be too much of anything. Like, it's so inauthentic, so not real, and it's like, how does it ever go anywhere from that? You have to assume that it's never going to go anywhere, and you're not allowed to want it to go anywhere either, because then you're doing too much. It's a mess. Girls, listen to me. If you want to say something that'll just get any guy going because it's so hot, like, we already know the classic daddy. We already know the classic just say their name. But listen closely. If you say this, it will ruin his life, okay? Hey, yo, the person that sent you this wants you to know we need to get the gang back together. Listen to me real close, baby, because here's the thing. Embarrassment isn't a real thing. Embarrassment comes with shame. And if you
I'm confused. What is she talking about? Hold on, let me go back.
So anyone can want you to know I going because it's go anywhere from that. But not too generation is so complicated.
Okay, go ahead.
And dating in general with this generation is so complicated because you need to be interested, but
I
not
zoned
too
the fuck
interested.
out.
You need to be flirty, but not too flirty. You need to be chill and be distant, but not too distant. You need to hang out, but not too much. Like, everything you do is just a massive gray area.
Who,
You
me?
can't be too much of anything. Like, it's so inauthentic, so not real, and it's like,
I'm a little
how does it
grown,
ever
not
go
too
anywhere
grown.
from that? You have to assume that it's never going to go anywhere, and you're not allowed to want it to go anywhere either, because then you're doing too much. It's a mess. Girls, listen to me. If you want to say something that'll just get any guy going because it's so hot, like, we already know the classic daddy. We already know the classic just say their name. But listen,
What's she gonna
closely.
say?
If you say this, it will ruin his
What's she
life,
gonna
okay?
say?
Hey, yo, the person that sent you this wants you to know we need to get the gang back together.
What?
Listen to me real close, baby, because here's the thing. Embarrassment isn't a real thing. Embarrassment comes with shame. And if you don't have any shame towards something you did, then it wasn't embarrassing. So anyone can run around and be like, oh my God, that was so embarrassing. But if you don't feel any type of way towards it, it was not embarrassing. You ever think about the fact that what we consider a talking stage right now was just flat out dating in like 2010, 2005?
Motherfuckers be thinking that. I ain't gonna just say females be thinking that. Niggas and females be thinking that. Motherfucker, we just talking. That's why you gotta be up front. My niggas be up front. Be up front. If y'all just kicking it, motherfucker, say we kicking it. If a girl asks you, what are we doing? Keep it a buck, my nigga. Just keep it a buck. Be like, I'm chilling. What you doing? Then if she want to stick around, if she really like you, she gonna stick around. She is gonna stick around. But you gotta just be honest. Don't lie. Be like, no, you my boo or you my whoopty whoop. Cause that's when you fuck up. Cause when you do that, now you set the expectation that, nigga, y'all supposed to be doing relationship shit, and then when you don't do relationship shit, nigga, that's on you. So just be honest.
Like, going on dates, talking all the time, hooking up. Back then, that meant you were in a relationship. Now it's like you do that shit for fucking 6 months and it's all, what are we? Like, I'm not ready to be exclusive. All this shit, like, what the fuck?
I mean,
These are some
most people, you hang out with a person all the time and you do shit like that with a person all the time, you gonna like that motherfucker unless you just a fucking weirdo. Like, niggas, some of you motherfuckers be weird out here. For real.
That someone is about to ghost you. This may make some of you really sad, but it's all based on research, so like, don't shoot the messenger. Text and any type of messages are going to be coming in shorter and taking way longer to arrive. So maybe you'll get like a 2-word answer every 5-6 hours. You're going to feel like you're a bother to this person. So anytime you want to reach out or anytime you say something, you just feel like you're annoying them. You bring up future potential plans, dates, whatever, they will either be dismissive of it or just like have a really negative attitude towards it. You're going to find yourself making a lot of excuses for why they're acting a certain type of way. So if they haven't texted you all day, you're going to be like, oh, they're probably just really busy. No, they're about to ghost you. Here's a little reminder.
That's not true. That's not true. Niggas, some motherfuckers be busy as fuck. Some motherfuckers just can't talk all day or talk all the time. Niggas, especially if you making money, like motherfuckers that make money be busy as fuck for real. Motherfuckers, I don't got time for this motherfucker. I'm busy. I'm out here getting this bag. I'm out here getting this cheddar, nigga. I'm out here getting this cake. Motherfucker, I ain't got time to talk, nigga. Talk when I'm done. We can talk tonight, but right now, I'm getting to the bag.
The only one noticing these things. If you feel like you're looking a little bloated some days, I promise you're the only one that sees it. Moles, stretch marks, scars, whatever little insecurities you've got, 99% of the time, people only notice it once you point it out. If you can't remember embarrassing things other people have done, most likely they can't remember embarrassing things you've done. So those things that like haunt you and keep you up in the middle of the night.
A motherfucker will remember some embarrassing shit you did. Motherfucker remember that shit, hold it in. Motherfucker probably record that shit and watching that shit every night of your dumb ass.
Being like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. You're the only one who remembers or
No,
cares.
it's not
I don't
true.
know who the fuck needs to hear this, but you don't need to love yourself before getting in a relationship because how do you expect?
Thank you. That's the female. That's that female shit. I need to love myself. No, you don't. Let me love you. Let me love you and let me help you love yourself again. Let's forget. I need to love myself. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm gonna love you, and we're gonna love you together, and we're gonna love me together, and we're gonna figure this shit out.
You can't love yourself. You need to love yourself so that when you do get in a relationship, you will know when you are being disrespected. You are going to know when you are being mistreated, and you are going to know your boundaries and have them set in place. And if they're not being met, you will walk away. But if you don't love yourself, if you don't respect yourself, you're going to be putting up with so much toxicity and so much shit that you don't deserve. So I'm telling you right now, focus on you, work on valuing yourself and respecting yourself, and then get in a relationship. So that when you are in it, you are always looking out for you.
But relationship, you supposed to look out for each other. Okay, whatever. Alright, 2 more videos. 2 more
The guy you
videos.
like was really consistent in the beginning, okay, texting you every day, but now he's gotten distant. Then here's why. He got really comfortable really fast, and he made the mistake of thinking you were always going to be there. So instead of doing what most girls do,
What's
which is
that?
acting desperate and looking for attention, match his energy.
What? Most females don't act desperate. Like that be niggas acting desperate. What the fuck she talking about? What females is, you just know where's a bunch of females just acting desperate, unless you just got that bag, unless you just that nigga, or you just, you know what I'm saying? What motherfuckers just acting different or desperate?
Because when you go distant too and act unbothered, you are giving him the opportunity to miss you, and that's when he's going to realize that he took you for granted. Follow for more, and good luck.
Guys, if I was to give you the best dating advice ever, not as a therapist, but just as a woman, it would be this. Stop meeting people and telling them what you do like, what you don't like, about your past traumas, your past relationships, how bad people have treated you. Because what you're doing is you're giving them a blueprint on how to manipulate you.
Motherfuckers be opening up too fast, tell a motherfucker too much shit in the beginning, and then they gonna hold that shit, they gonna take a note of that shit, and then when it's time, they gonna use that shit against you. You gonna be like, why are you doing it, motherfucker? You gave the you put the bullets in the gun for that motherfucker to shoot you. Don't do that.
Because they're going to do whatever you like, whatever you don't like, to avoid looking like a red flag. And you're basically saying, look how low the bar is. I'm willing to accept all of this behavior. Allow people to show you who they are before you tell them how to be or tell them what you want. You know, you don't want to give out your romantic resume too quickly. And if people do say to you, what happened in your past relationships, just say, look, I learned a lot.
Yeah, don't tell them up front, motherfucker. Let some time go by. Motherfucker, be in a relationship for a little while, then tell them, then let a motherfucker know what happened, because at least when you build some time with them, they might use it against you, but then they might not, because you at that point y'all got a relationship and you being vulnerable, and people like when you be vulnerable with them. That way they can see that you actually care about shit.
To know when it comes to guys.
And then been through some shit.
Story doesn't mean anything. Guys are not as micro-calculated as we are. So if they're watching your story, it's just they're like casually tapping through. That's it. No deeper meaning.
Niggas definitely be tap tap tap.
Horrendously bad at picking
tap tap tap.
They just don't see them. So if you want something, you just need to be direct.
Be direct.
Every once in a while, they do see the hint.
Be direct with
They
niggas.
just want you to be direct, so they're gonna play dumb. There's a common denominator here. Just be direct. Boys make it extremely clear when they like you. He's texting you all the time, checking in on you, wanting to hang out, planning things for you to do.
Niggas is simple.
But if you're confused,
niggas is simple.
Like, oh my god, I can't tell. He don't like you. One compliment goes a very long way. He will always remember that compliment and always think about it, which means he'll be thinking about you. And sometimes that one compliment is enough to make them like you.
I mean, it's not hard to make, for females to make niggas like them. It's not hard.
If a guy wants you, you won't have to ask for effort. He'll text you, he'll call you.
A nigga will give effort.
Because no man is too busy for a woman. He truly
But
wants to be
that go both ways. Motherfucker, if a motherfucker like you, they never going to be too busy. They will make time.
If you are a woman and you are single and dating, this message is for you. Ladies, stop meeting a guy that you really like and deciding that you are going to fall back from all of the other guys that you're talking to. I'm telling you, don't do it. That is how you set yourself up.
I think that go for both men and women.
We are naturally one man
Don't just cut everybody off because you head over heels liking this person and you just met this motherfucker. Give it some time. Don't just go head in right away.
Men tend to do a much better job than women at keeping their options open. They don't want to settle down and wife up a woman until they make sure that they sample everything out there.
But that's how niggas are. That's niggas mating strategy. Niggas date multiple people at one time. Niggas motherfucker got a bunch of females because that's how niggas are. That's how niggas pick and choose. Niggas gotta go through females to find out which one they really like. Women look for security. Like, motherfucker, women don't be trying to fuck all these damn dudes. I mean, some of these bitches do, especially nowadays, but a lot of females don't be like that. They be just looking for that one nigga that's gonna provide. They know that's gonna take care of them. They know that's gonna protect them and all that shit like that. They be looking for that one nigga. They don't be trying to fuck with a bunch of niggas. I mean, these bitches now, boy. I mean, I could say that was true back in the day, but now,
they possibly can, and they know for a fact this is the one. Whereas women, we tend to want to do it quick. You have to understand
I don't think,
you're single, and you're talking.
But I don't think that's a bad thing for women because y'all got a biological clock. Y'all have a clock that says, okay, you start having babies here, and you end having babies here. So motherfucker gotta get on that horse and motherfucker gotta find motherfucker that they can have a baby with and that's gonna stick around and not just leave them high and dry.
That you really like, and he has not done the task of coming to you correctly and asking you for something monogamous, then you have every right to date other people. In fact, you should actively be dating other people because I'm going to tell you what could possibly happen and what you're setting yourself up for. You meet Jason and you really like Jason, so you naturally stop texting Michael and Harry and Larry and all these other guys that you're talking to because you are just naturally crushing so hard on Jason, right? But then Jason runs off and meets Ashley and he decides, you know what, Ashley is actually the person that I
that's where you gotta make sure the nigga being real, make sure the nigga being honest, and make sure whatever y'all got going on is established from the beginning.
Monogamous with. So
that way
you don't got nobody.
You don't just cut off all your options and then that nigga just talking to everybody left and right.
You have to date the right way. And if a man has not sat down and given you the impression that he wants something monogamous with you, then you have to keep all of your options open and never put all of your eggs in one basket. A lot of women have a bad habit of doing that whenever they come across a guy that they really like, and then when it doesn't work
that's how females are though.
And confused and discouraged from dating. But it's not the dating that's the problem, it's the fact that you're not dating correctly. If you're single
like dating correctly.
Dating, then do just that. Date. Go out with different guys. Play the field. Just because you come across a guy that you really like doesn't mean that the whole rest of your life has to be put on pause.
Let's see. Okay. That's that one. Let's see. Share. Gives better relationship advice, men or women? Well, let's do the next one. Okay. How you get back to this shit? Right here, come on. I don't want to do it real. Come on. Fucking. Let's go back live. I gotta go through. Who gives better relationship advice, men or women? All right. Let's put this back. Oh, I had it perfect last time. Move this down just a little bit. All right, man. That's perfect.
Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but here's the best dating advice I've ever
What's the best dating advice you ever got?
If he likes you, you'll know.
That's true.
If he doesn't, you'll be confused.
I mean, niggas will lead you on just to fuck. Like you'll never know. A nigga will lead you on, act like he want this and that. Now, I'm not in agreements of doing shit like that, because just be honest, bro. If you just want to fuck, motherfucker, just fuck. Like, motherfucker, you ain't gotta. But then again, if you want to fuck, you can't be just too honest, because then she'll be like, nah, this nigga, just all this nigga want. I mean, but at the end of the day, honesty is better than lying. But sometimes you just want to hit that shit, and you know, if you keep it real, that she ain't gonna fuck with you. I mean, it's a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Fucking play.
I've seen men leave
This
5,
bitch.
10-year
Oh my
relationships
gosh.
and turn around and marry a woman.
The reason men will leave long-term relationships for a new woman and move on like that is because of something called the 90-10.
The fuck is the 90-10
What
rule?
it means is the woman he's with might have 90% of what he's looking for. And even though most people are lucky to have 90% in common with someone, he becomes so resentful of the 10% that she doesn't have.
That's not true. That is not true. Most women leave men. Most men don't leave women. No, that's not true. That is what women do. Women want everything to be fucking perfect, and if it's not, they will leave a nigga. They will harp over that shit and be like, oh, this shit, this nigga not 6 feet tall, or this nigga don't got no money, or this nigga just don't fuck me right. That shit will bother them. Niggas will stick around. Ain't no fucking 90-10 rule. The 90% nigga like, and the 10 niggas don't harp over the 10. Like, get the fuck out of here.
A woman comes along and embodies that 10%. He's so enthralled with the 10% that she does have that he starts to
She don't know
convince
niggas.
himself that it's 100%.
She don't.
So he jumps ship like that, and down the line he realizes that this woman
Niggas don't jump shit. Whatever. I'ma let her be stupid. Sometimes you gotta let people be stupid.
Alright, listen up, babe. If you're at a party and find a guy attractive, I do not want you competing for this man. He's probably got like 5 other chicks like throwing themselves at him, so I want you to stand out and do your own thing, all while still giving him like that eye contact to let him know you're interested, right? He'll be like, why isn't this girl giving me like time? Why isn't she like coming up to me? He'll be like so turned on, so curious that it forces him.
Here are 7 signs it's time to end the relationship.
Why they keep switching
Number 1,
back
the needs are
fast?
continuously going unmet. Number 2, he doesn't prioritize you. Number 3, he minimizes how you feel. Number 4, he runs away or gets defensive when you bring up issues. Number 5, you're sacrificing the things you value to stay in a relationship. Number 6 is you constantly second guessing yourself. And finally, number 7, your core values don't align. If you like this tip, follow for more.
Good tips. Is that the end of the video?
Am I gonna get a job with SV Academy?
No, you're not.
Yes, you will.
Don't lie. She not. She not getting a job with SV Academy.
Psychological facts about love. 1. People are most likely to break up once they hit the 3 to 5 month period in their relationship.
Is that like a scientific fact?
Men who have deep voices are more likely to appear attractive. 3. Studies have shown that happiness is contagious, and it's really difficult to walk away from someone who's happy.
Yeah.
4. Men are more attracted to women that have a bone structure that resembles their mother's.
How to get a guy to start calling
The
you
fuck?
woman. Okay, in order to do this, you have to follow 2 steps.
All right, what's some 2
Step
steps?
1. Next time he texts you, simply say, I can't text right now, but you can call if you want. And if you need an excuse,
But
you can tell him you're
there's a lot of most females don't. She got bad advice. What if she don't want? Most females don't like talking on the phone. A lot of females want you to text them. So whatever.
You're driving, you're cleaning, you're on a walk.
calls, which 9 times out of 10 he will, say this: "It's so good to hear the sound of your voice." Because when you say that, he is subconsciously gonna think it's okay to call her, and she likes it when I do. Before you know it, he'll be blowing up your phone. Tap the plus.
But why would you want a motherfucker blowing up your
If a guy
phone?
stops texting you, do this. Firstly, don't be alarmed. A slow response doesn't mean he's pulling back. Sometimes life gets
Yeah,
in
nigga
the
be
way,
busy.
so give him a little bit of time. If, however, he never responds, this is just a clear sign that he's not your guy. The reason you feel anxious is because you put an expectation on something that hasn't happened yet or someone who hasn't delivered yet. So instead, remove the expectation and allow the right person to step up and the wrong people to step aside. If you like this tip, follow for more.
This is every overthinker in a relationship. Can you relate to any of these? I sure can. They didn't say they loved you at the end of the phone call, so you're sure that something's wrong or you messed up something.
Overthinking.
It's been 30 minutes, no reply. Now you're thinking you've said something stupid. You constantly ask yourself, why do they even love me? Then you go on to question if you even deserve to be with somebody like them, and then you just continue to feel bad.
I'm tired of this video. We gonna watch this last video, then we done for the night.
And you have no discipline in dating. When you get married, it's very hard when you have no practice committing to one. It is very hard, and in some cases near impossible to.
Some motherfuckers, you gotta practice. That's why you shouldn't just get married if you young or if you ain't dated a little bit or if you ain't been with a person for a while. That's why you shouldn't just jump into marriage, because you might not know how to be in a long-term relationship if you ain't never been in long, like I can say long short one because that sounds stupid, but if you ain't been in a relationship, you know, sometimes you gotta learn how to be in a relationship to make one work.
Commit to one. This is why I really encourage, men and women, get disciplined in your dating life. That doesn't mean that you can't have fun. That doesn't mean you can't go on a normal, healthy process to find out who the right fit is for your life. Everyone has to engage in that, right? Just because you date someone, even if you date someone with intent, that doesn't mean it's going to work out. That's just part of life.
True.
Exactly. But as a man, the focus has to be, how do I get disciplined? Because if I ever aspire to be a faithful husband, if I ever aspire to really be a husband that leads with the master, I have to commit. And that commitment begins prior to saying I do.
Yeah, you can't.
That's why practice.
You can't go into marriage. You can't go into marriage not ready for that shit. You gotta be 100% there. Leave them bitches alone, nigga. Leave them bitches alone. Like, the fuck, you gonna get married, nigga? Get married. You making a commitment, nigga. To live up to your commitment. Be a man of your word.
Is so essential, especially in the area of our sex life, because if you get disciplined in your sex life, there's nothing that you can't do as a man. And I think so often we have to be careful of the direction the culture leads us. Everywhere the culture is going doesn't mean that it's right. So I think we have to really think twice. Just because the culture says, oh, as a young man, have as much fun as you want, sow your royal oats, do all those things. Well, we have to say, well, why are you encouraging me to do that? What is the benefit? What do I get out of that?
Getting it out your system. Sometimes you got to get that shit out your system. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you really gotta play the field. Especially if you didn't play that shit when you was younger. Sometimes you just gotta let me do me for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That way, when you ready for it, you know that, okay, I didn't had this, I didn't had that. Now I know what I want. I ain't gotta worry about thinking about, oh, do I really want that, or second guessing yourself. You gotta try a few things to know exactly what you want. Because if you ain't tried a few things, how you gonna know what you want? If you ain't never tried a cheeseburger, how you know you like cheese? Cheeseburger, I'm talking about cheese. If you ain't tried a cheeseburger, how you know you like a cheeseburger?
I have fun, but how can I have fun responsibly? How can I have fun in a way that doesn't destroy my soul? How can I have fun in a way that doesn't destroy the soul of others? Exactly. That doesn't disrupt their life. Because a lot of times, when we as men say we want to have fun, guess.
Yeah, boy, that's why you gotta be honest with people. Don't be leading people on. Just be honest. Hey, keep it real and just go for niggas. Like, hey, bro, like, if a girl asks you what we doing, be honest with her. Be like, I'm chilling. What you doing? If she really like you, she gonna stick around. If she don't really like you, or she don't want to wait, or she wants something right then and there, don't hold her back. Let her do her. Motherfucker, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, like There's other fish in the sea. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
Who ends up bearing the pain of our fun? Women.
Exactly.
Because a lot of times men find fun in womanizing. And I talk about this in the book, that, and again, I'm not an anthropologist, I'm not a sociologist, so I don't get too
But
deep.
that's where you keep it real. So that way your fun doesn't turn into being fucked up to them. Just if you honest, then you ain't gotta worry about that. You ain't gotta worry about playing them out or none of that shit because you being honest with them from the jump.
The areas that I'm just not qualified to talk about. But I do say that, the world was set up previously.
And they will respect you more if you honest. If you say, hey, look, we cool, but I don't want nothing serious right now. Or we can talk for a minute, but I don't know if I want to take it there. Or like, I just want to fuck around. I got bitches. I mean, just be honest.
It was better set up for men's adventurous nature. We are adventurers by nature. And so, but now, if anything we want, we can just open up our phone and order it. So the adventurous part of us doesn't always get satisfied. The danger is we find a lot of adventure in womanizing. And there's a tendency and a temptation to allow that exploration and that desire for adventure to be found in how many women we date, how we date those women, and using women as a conquest. Oh, I'm just having fun. Well, no. On the other side of that, a woman that you may not have told, oh, I'm not serious about you. I just want to have fun. You may not have told her that. So as a result, she is going to be bearing the pain of thinking that something was happening more than it was. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to write this book. For us as men to have a mirror and to say, wait, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And for women, if you're dealing with the man who is making the decision that he doesn't want to be the better man, you now have information where you can do something about it. And that's why I'm excited about this book.
Yeah, let him.
It's empowering.
Let him make a choice. That way, because if you don't let him, if you don't give people the opportunity to make the choice, they're gonna resent you for that shit. Motherfucker will fucking hate you if you take their choice away.
Say, oh,
motherfucker wanna have the ability to make the decision on their own. Do I really want to stick around and let this motherfucker fuck around and maybe he might come around, or do I want to just dip? You gotta let them choose whether they want to do that or not.
Hold and decipher who this man is, what he's really about, and now I can make decisions to go in a different direction. There's power there.
That's awesome. And so one of the things that you talk about, correct me if I'm wrong, is you said like when you were single, you made a decision not to date multiple people. Did you?
Well, no. What I was saying is that in the book, even though, I started waiting in my early 20s, but even though I was waiting, didn't make me a great dater.
Yeah.
So there were periods of time where I did date more than one, and I bought into the more the better.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing: I wasn't always honest with each one what I was doing, so that was a form of
Be
manipulation.
honest.
And what I realized over time was that yes, in those moments it was fun, but long term, I began to see, oh, wait a minute. I'm leading these women on. These women are thinking something more serious is happening than there is. And I know that I'm not that serious, but they don't know. And what I began to realize is like, oh, here's the thing. I'm keeping them in a gray area because I want my fun. I want my pleasure. The dog was leading those decisions, not the master. And so there was a vision that God gave me where I was about to get married. I was at the altar, and the minister said, turn around, and down the aisle were all the women I dated, but they were slain. They were cut open.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, so, I was about to say, this is an example. This is an exercise.
God basically was communicating to me, do you think it was worth all of them to get here? Don't play with my God. Don't play with my daughters' hearts. These are my daughters. And so what that did was it startled me, and it brought more responsibility into my dating life. Again, didn't mean that I didn't try to find the right person. And even after having this particular revelation, I still dated women and it didn't work out. But it made me more intentional. And also it made me more responsible. So there were some women that I could have dated, but after that vision, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. Because I know that this is not the right person for me. I know it's not the right fit. It would be fun to hang out. It'd be fun to go to the movies with her. It'd be fun, for us to
hit that.
not worry.
Pastor act like it'd be fun to hit that.
But I know at the end of the day, I don't mean her any good relative to a romantic life.
Yeah.
As friends, cool.
Yeah.
But I don't mean her any good. So that it actually deterred me from doing that.
Okay.
And I look back now and I'm saying, you know, I'm happy for those choices, because sometimes as men, especially when it comes to women, if a woman is interested in us, a lot of times men just say, hey, well, if she's interested, hey, you know, I'll explore.
Yeah.
Right? But just because she wants us doesn't mean that she's for us.
And I mean, that's some real shit.
And you continue.
Just because somebody wants you don't mean that for you. Hey, well, I've been doing this for about 2 hours. I've been streaming for like 2 hours. Yeah, all the live streams is up. If you want to recap on this, go. I'm a post this one and go watch the other one. But hey, I'm out. Have a good night.